Yeah, all right. See somebody out there just gonna wait a little bit. Try to see if we can use this camera today without any mishaps. So hopefully we can get away with that. A lot of times I don't get to use the camera, but we'll see if we can, if we can use the camera today. Yeah. How's everybody doing today? Yeah. I tried to do a short show yesterday, but I don't know. This might have to be my short show today, but we'll see how it goes. I had a little bit of problems. Yesterday was holiday, so I was able to run. I was able to run long. I didn't think I was going to be able to run long, but I'm like, wait a minute, today's a holiday. I couldn't do none of my stuff. I got a lot of stuff to do today. Business stuff like paying bills. Yeah. I got to move something out there. I got to move this out the way. I don't even know if I can even do it while you guys are in here, but let me see. Yeah, let's see. That's covering a little bit too much. So maybe I was able to move it. Or maybe I have to go back to the live screen. Let's see. Back to live. And we sit here for a little bit. Just wait around. Waiting. Y'all get in this chat. Got a few things I want to cover before we go nuts today. Yeah. Waiting for my guys. My guys get in here, then they start going nuts right away. But hopefully we're going to get some things covered today first before we go nuts. Yeah, excuse me if I go off camera sometime, because I'm just like, I'm one of them people that move. I'm always moving around, so I wouldn't be good. Even though I worked at a station before, I was behind the camera, a little community station. But yeah, I worked there. Real cameras, like the real big ones and stuff. And they had the control room, and you had to listen to, your cues and stuff from the directors and all that. You had to listen to everything. You had to watch everything, because you got your own headset in there, so they tell you, when to go in close or when to fade out and stuff like that, when to go to the next camera. So, and I was also talent. Sometimes I had to be talent, because I was on different shows and stuff. I was actually going to start. I would actually have my own show that I was going to start. That was going to be on cable. I'll tell you guys about that one day. But yeah, just about had a show on cable, but didn't work out because of a tragedy. All right, main event. I'll see you over there. Main event. He said, "Salud a Santea." Listening on. He on the DL. Okay, better keep it hush. Keep that down, man. Keep that hush, man. He said he on the DL. Yeah. Some places you can get away with wearing like the headsets and stuff. Some places I go, I can put like a headset on, like a big headset, or they got these kind of sneaky what they call them? Earbud. They're not really earbuds, but they just hang out of the ear. They kind of hang down without they're wireless, but they kind of hang like an earring, but inside the ear. Yeah. Yes, the suits might get pissed off. Yeah, that happened though. When you working, you work with somebody. I'm glad when I work, I'm usually alone. There's usually nobody, because I work I work on the other end of corporate. So, and corporate is so far away. They're a long ways away from me right now. I could be closer to them, but I'm not, because they're in Chicago. So I could definitely be a lot closer to where they show up on me and stuff. Try to make sure I'm doing the right thing. Yeah. Yeah. I'll be at work, and then the same thing's gonna happen to me. I'm gonna have to be like kind of. I still kind of creep a little bit. I don't really have to, but I try to keep stuff a little bit. I don't want to look like totally unprofessional or something, because there has been people like myself that was like had got reported, by employees that we don't even work for. They kind of jealous, Well, why y'all got a job like that? Well, how could you work like that just independently? Well, that's because that's what we do. I mean, everybody don't work the same thing. Stop being jealous and hateful all the time. Everybody want to be hateful, jealous, or whatever. Hey, whatever you got or whatever job you're doing, then just do that. Don't get hateful and spiteful at other people because they doing something. Yeah, I got some news about Pacquiao that I heard it was on Eastside Boxing or whatever. I don't care. I'm not going to go to nobody else to try to figure it out because it's something. It was, this thing is actually spiritual to me. So, as far as the person that's involved with the fight, I'll get into it. Or that wants to fight. I'll put it that way. The person who wants to fight. It's like, is this really something that it's on it's on a different level, and a lot of people are going to be probably disappointed, or they're going to be upset with it, or they're not going to like it, or they're going to call it whatever they're going to call it, duck or whatever. Yeah, but we haven't got to those yet. I got some nice titles and stuff that I'm probably not going to use all of them today, but we definitely going to do some. I got a double today. I got a double today. Got one person that's filling like 2 categories today. And, and you already know who it is if you was listening to my last live. It's because it's like, if you can't present yourself one way and then you doing other stuff, because if you present yourself one way and you start doing other stuff, I'm going to get you. Or somebody's going to get you. But it's only when they get loud though. Just like I got to cover like Shawn. Actually, I can start that since I'm on with Shawn. So what I did is I went back and I looked at a common opponent for Errol Spence and Shawn Porter. And I watched the way the guy was handled by both of them. Maulin' Brawlin' Shawn and technical fighter Errol Spence. And that was Phil Greco. And so when I look back at the fights, I noticed that, Errol stopped him for one thing. And Shawn went the whole, I think it was 10 rounds that Shawn went with him. But I watched, they were, because I said, well, this has a couple of knockdowns in there with Shawn. Shawn knocked him down a couple of times. And then when I noticed, neither one of those knockdowns was clean. One was because of more of a foot slip, and the other one was kind of this bad feet also on Phil Greco. But Shawn showed a lot of different things. He showed some things that he was doing, like in the Ugas fight, He tries to have quick feet and move around. And I don't really remember him fighting too many people like that. But in that fight, he was with Phil Greco. He was, kind of doing practice, like more or less like practicing on him, like moving around and stuff. I said, look at Shawn moving all over the place. Shawn moving one way. But the one thing that I seen that Shawn was doing that was horrible is he was trying an outside uppercut. Outside uppercut, out of position. I'm like, wow. And he didn't just do it once. Old grinning ass Shawn did it a few times. Oh, Shawn. I don't really have a good nickname for the Mauler Brawler, Besides just grinning Shawn, because he always got that big grin on his face. But you got to remember, Shawn has that craziness in him to take an ass whooping. He got that. That's what Shawn got. Shawn has the ability to take a whooping if he has to. But one thing I noticed. Now this is, Corey, this is my opinion. Like I always give, I can see his face getting busted a little bit. And the reason I can see his face getting busted a little bit is because he has that thin tissue on his face. In other words, I hear a lot of people, when they try to explain scar tissue, because sometimes scar tissue is actually something, it could be a good thing sometimes. So actually, sometimes scar tissue, it can protect, but at the same time, it can block. It can block like blood flow and everything else. Or sometimes it could be thinning tissue where they don't really have the scar tissue in there. Like when you get hit in the eye, sometimes you don't get enough scar tissue to mend it up, and it becomes thin. And so I noticed that Shawn, he has that on his eyebrows. He has that thinning, and just don't take that much to start, getting his eye busted up. Edward Johnson, I see you out there. Welcome to the chat. Just on Shawn again, Shawn and Errol Spence right now. And I was just looking at their fight that they both of them had with Phil LaGreco. Just looking at a common opponent, and then looking at the skill set. And Shawn taking a lot. Shawn took him 10 rounds, and he was more or less able to do what he wanted to. He did the mauling. I'm gonna say what you said, Mark. The grinning and bulldozing. So he did the grinning and bulldozing on Phil LaGreco a little bit. Even though Phil LaGreco, stayed in there. It's kind of their styles are kind of, their styles were a little bit similar, those two. And that's probably why it was like such a, it's kind of boring. It was exciting in points, but it got kind of boring. But then when Phil LaGreco, he fought Errol kind of just imposed himself on him. And he didn't let Phil LaGreco do too much. And, he just, those body shots and then catching him off, catching Phil LaGreco off balance, and boom. Same thing that Shawn did. Shawn caught him off balance. My family, Makadai one, I see you. Yepi mitaki. Aoichi onai. Kada ne kapaya, chao uya. Chik chao kai. Yewa. Ochi ne nike. Ne omaha eha hishige takwa. That's right. That's my first language. This is my last language. Yeah. But yeah, Errol put some beat on him. No, he put that smackdown on Phil LaGreco. A lot more decent than what Shawn did. And I just wanted to see, just like, different competition of what Shawn do, and then with a competition that and what Errol would do. Because I don't think they got any other fights that's in common. I might be mistaken. But I didn't keep up with the whole records like that to see who they had common. But I know they had that opponent that was common with them. I think they might have one more or maybe two. I'm not really sure. It's not right off top of the dome right now. I don't got it, but yeah. But just looking at that, it gives Errol another advantage as far as opponent wise. Shawn, now I was listening in chats. Is well, Shawn's not scared? Of course, Shawn's not scared because in that mental makeup, Shawn is crazy as hell too. He's just as crazy, but he's not crazy killer instinct crazy all the time. There's limits to when his killer instinct kicks in. Was Errol is always thinking about, am I going to stop you this round or the next round? Or he's always, in his mind, he's always thinking about stopping you. And if he's not thinking about stopping you, he's thinking about putting like that big hurt on you. He's thinking about just like hurting you up. And Shawn is not. Shawn is like, I take whatever to get whatever. And I think that's not going to really pan out well for him because of what Errol brings. But we're gonna see. And I don't know how to report. I'll let you guys decide how I report. You guys want me to report like right after the fight, or because if I'm right there close up, then I don't know. I might do a little bit of sneaking. Yeah, Porter ain't no punk. No, I'm not saying he's a punk. Anybody who's willing to take a beating can't be a punk. If you're willing to, I haven't got there yet. I haven't got to the punk of the day. The sheep and lions clothing, the fraud. I haven't got to the fraud yet, and I haven't got to. We you know how we do. We got a few things to cover first, and then we can get on. We can get in on. Well, since we're on that subject, we can still go back and forth. But I don't want to be too disrespectful and call somebody the fag of the day or something like that. Yeah, that's how I usually talk, man. That's my usual language, but I clean it up in here a little bit. I clean it up and bring it out at the same time. But my fag of the day is that little, the one with the little, you already know. We'll get there. We'll get there and you'll see who the fag of the day is. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Man. This is too much. Main event crying. Yeah, Macadon crying already. Yeah. Hey, we haven't got to the crying session yet. And I see everybody always come in here and always start crying right away. But yeah, we'll get there. Yeah, we'll get there. Yeah. So with all the attributes is what I'm saying is that you just hear me out. With all the attributes that they have, you got to look at it from a certain point. And we say, now, Shawn, you ain't no punk. You the grinning, skinning bulldozer. And grinning and skinning and being a bulldozer sometime doesn't work. Because a bulldozer will plow up a lot of things, right? A bulldozer can plow over trees, knock down, certain size buildings and stuff like that. But one thing a bulldozer can't do is it can't go through bombs, but for so long. And my whole thing is when you start getting these bombs thrown at you, especially if you start wearing out the side of a bulldozer, start hitting that engine a little bit, and that engine starts slowing down until it can't take no more. And so that's what I see, happening. I know he's not a punk, and I know he's gonna keep coming. He's gonna keep coming up. Caught up in the Eagle Web Master class. Salute, fam. Salute, Don Donna. There go one of them right there. Another one, Macadon. There you go, another one of your boys. Go ahead and salute him out. Because it's going to be trouble. He already got his glasses on trying to hide it. Yeah, it's going to be trouble. We haven't got there yet. We just talking about the grinning, skinning bulldozer, Shawn. And what it takes to stop a bulldozer. And see, Errol has these, Errol has like the fundamentals covered. And one thing, when we talk about the great Sugar Ray Robinson, is how he was always in position to punch. Oh, by the way, that's how I kind of called it a little bit wrong the other day. But yeah, when he's always in position to punch, that's another one that you can label him with. So he's labeled with all that. So all these discussions, like I said, I may have to clear this up every time I come into a chat. I might have to clear up that pound for pound. Because the pound for pound is no pound for pound. Pound for pound is no longer here. Pound for pound is Sugar Ray Robinson, and it will always be Sugar Ray Robinson. After that, the mold was broken, and now we can just talk about who's the best in their weight class. And that's even hard to talk about because they don't stay in a weight class long enough. Yeah. But Shawn, on the other hand, what a bulldozer can do, a bulldozer can plow if it gets close enough. See, so that bulldozer can plow through. Okay, so it can plow through the bombs before they explode. And I'm just telling them, putting that imagery in your head, because that's the only way that Shawn's gonna make it, make it through this thing successfully. But I see a whole lot of damage being done to Shawn. If he comes in there and he tries to outbox, because that's what he's thinking. Oh, Earl think I can't box. He's gonna get clipped, because what's gonna happen is Earl's gonna time him like throwing some kind of wild hook or something, or some kind of leaping, jumping through the air punch. Earl's gonna learn that and time him. He's gonna time him. And he's gonna get cracked. And once he gets cracked, he's going to go back to the grinning, shinning Bulldozer. That's what he's going to go back to. And so I don't see that, I don't see it working. I don't really see it working out for Shawn. I see it a good fight. I see that Shawn is very durable. So, but I'm looking for a towel on this one. I'm not looking for a towel, TKO or something like that. A knockout is something I'm not really looking for, like a complete knockout. But then again, Errol is really serious about this one. And I think he's a little bit madder at Shawn than he was at anybody else. I think he's even madder at Shawn than he was at Mikey Garcia, and also Lamont Peterson, who he brutalized and who was his friend that he likes. I don't know if one of my boys can like me like that and beat me up like that. I'm like, man, you can just, if you're gonna beat me up, if you my boy and you beat me up, you gotta just beat me up a little bit. You guys just gotta show me, hey man, you can't win. And I'll be like, all right, man, you got me. All right, we'll try again once I get my skills up or something like that. But don't just beat me completely down. How you gonna mop your boy? Oh, that's my boy right there. You mopped him like that? God dang, man, that's not nice, son. That's not nice at all. He said, huh? Okay, can you hear me? Can you guys hear me or no? Did something happen? Because he said, huh? Uh-oh, let me see. Man, I hope ain't something going wrong with this thing, man. That's what hold up the chat sometimes. You got to keep figuring out if your stream is okay. Yeah. All right, okay. Main event, he said, oh yeah. All right, Edward Johnson. Edward Johnson says once he gets caught, he will go back to putting that thumb back in his mouth. Oh my goodness. Well, damn. I didn't want to clown Shawn like that, but you know what? It did look like he probably sucked his thumb a lot. He was spoiled as hell, sucked his thumb a lot, and that's why he got that caveman overbite and shit. But I'm gonna stay off of Shawn for a little bit, maybe. I don't know. Cause only Don Dada's in here, so maybe I'll be cool. If E would show up, then it's all over with. Oh, okay. You said you're not my favorite friend no more. Yeah, we heard you. Yeah, there go Don Dada. Yeah. It's like you. Hell no, you can't. How you gonna be my favorite friend if you just mopping me and stuff? Come on now, you supposed to be the. I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, I used to have one of my boys. I used to get into it with. I like a lot all the time, and we did it over the silly shit, because of friends and family and all that. Oh yeah. Y'all go ahead and fight, man. Let's see. Go fight in the garage or something, man. See who got it like that. And me and my boy. I'm just gonna call him GW. Yeah, GW. Yeah. So me and GW, man, which I love GW, man. Me and GW used to go at it, man, and he cracked me, man. He cracked me in my head, I got the advantage there. Everybody, whoever know me already know. I got the advantage if you crack me in the head, because I'll make your hand break, because I got that double thick skull from cracking it when I was little. So anyway, me and GW, we throwing heads. He cracked me in the head. I catch him in, I'm trying to be a little nice. So I catch him in the chest or something like that. He catch me in the face, in the mouth or something like that. Then I catch him in the mouth. Then it be on. Once somebody get hit, once you get hit, oh man, you hit me in the mouth, man. But once somebody get hit in the mouth, you start throwing those things, right? So one time I just, I busted his nose really bad one time, right? And everybody was like clapping and stuff. Yo, yeah, he got it. Oh man, look what Eagle did to him. And I'm like, wow. But you're a kid, man. That's your boy. You think about it, that's your boy, man. And you letting somebody else influence you because you little. You know what I mean? And it's like, why? When you think about it, when you get older, you're like, why you let your friends and family get you on your boy? But that's more peer pressure. That's what they called it right back then, peer pressure. You got like people that's older than you, and they always like want to get the little guys out there fighting. And we little. We probably like 7, 8 years old, man, and breaking each other's noses and lips and stuff, man. At 7, come on now, you ain't really supposed to, that's when it's your boy, So once the smoke clear, everybody start walking away. You know what I mean? So then I just go back. I find him like later on, man. He still got that crying going a little bit. And sniffling a little bit, but ain't nobody else around, man. I go back over to him. I apologize, let him play with toys or something like that. And then now I saw him like later on in life. I saw him, and we got older. No, he was actually like a good we was all like good athletes, and we played a lot of different sports like football, baseball, basketball, box. We did everything, But he was really like real good. He had like what they call handles and stuff, like in basketball. I mean, he handled that. Yeah, he can handle it. Handle that ball, man. And plus, he had like a shot that was like hard to get to. It's like, damn, man. You couldn't block his shot for shit, man. Even though I was taller than him, I couldn't get to that shot, man. Plus, he had that killer crossover and shit. He was good. I was quick. I was known for just being quick. I had like a quick move, but yeah, he like that killer crossover on your ass. But yeah, he brought it up one day. He said, "Yeah, man, I remember." Like sometimes you fall back. He had that little voice. He had that little voice. You know how you go back when you think back. Sometimes your little voice comes out. He said, "Oh yeah, man, I remember back in the day, man. You used to whoop my ass all the time." I said, "Nah." I said, "Man, it wasn't even like that, man." I said, "You used to hurt me too, man." Yeah, I didn't want him to feel bad though. He probably got the best of me. You know how you get amnesia and shit. When somebody gets you all you remember is when you got them. Yeah. When you got them, that's the only thing you remember. Oh, I got you. You got me. Yeah. Let me see what main event say. Yeah. Okay, everybody. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, main event. You right. Yeah. Once that face get touched, yeah, that's it. That face get touched, it's just boom. Yeah. Yeah. Edward with it too. Edward Johnson. He says, yeah, it's all fun and games until somebody crack you. Yeah. You get someone get hit in the mouth and it's on. I see you out there, Lala D. You finally showed through. Lala D showed up. Let me give Lala D her let me give her stripes for showing up. Lala D up in here. Yeah, yeah. Don Daughter says has EJ Double Thick Skull been touched as a pro. You know what? Is that something that we don't even look at, is it? Because we don't know somebody. We don't know a person with how they grew up or nothing like that, huh? You see what I mean? We don't even know how a person grows up. Right? So we don't know how many accidents they had when they was little. The only one I remember as a boxer that told the story, that was Oliver McCall. He couldn't be knocked out. But he had mental problems though. You know what I mean? That's only people talk crap. But the only reason that Lennox Lewis beat him because he had mental problems. Lennox Lewis couldn't even hurt him. He let Lennox Lewis throw straight shots at him, like straight shots, like here, throw a straight shot. And he did. It didn't even move him, man. He just started looking sad in the corner and stuff. It's like, damn, man, dude, something wrong with him, man. Something's wrong with that dude, man. Yeah. E. Wood, oh, man, I was just talking about E. Wood. There he is. He said, salute, Eagle. Lala D down there said, thanks, Eagle Wear Boxing. Yeah, no problem. No problem. We fam, When my fam finally come through, certain people. And plus, I got to rinse the girls up because, I don't know, even my Streamlab was picking on Miss Boxing the other day. I'm like, what the hell? Streamlab's picking on Miss Boxing? Miss Boxing is cool. She's not like that. Yeah. But she just started picking on her or something like that. Yeah. But Oliver McCall, the thing was, is what I hear is he fell out of a window, much like me. He fell, I jumped into like a a huge tree. What was it? I don't know what it was. A willow, something like that. A willow tree, something like that. And all I did was end up getting a double skull in front. I got a knot. I still got a knot on my head in the front. Can't see it. It's covered up. But it's real small. But it used to be huge, man. It was like the size of like a baseball or something like that. It used to be huge, man. My skull just got thicker and thicker. And that's the hardest part of your head anyway. But anyway, he fell out of this is what he was saying. And I don't remember exactly where I heard it, but and I'm not about to go research it right now just to find out and nothing like that. So I'm not going to argue about it like that. But I'll look at it just so I can come back and say, okay, this is where it was. Yeah, he fell out. I think it was in an apartment or something like that. That he fell. And all he did was just get up. That's a hard-ass head. That's a hard-ass head if you can fall that far and just stand up like nothing. Whew. Boy, it's a hard one. But I see Spence just taking the Bulldozer and Shawn. The grinning, skinning Shawn. Grinning, skinning, Bulldozer Shawn. He's gonna just dent him up. So they stop it. If they don't, it's gonna just be another. It's gonna be another one of them things. It's just not gonna. It's not gonna be good. Yeah, it's not gonna be good for Shawn as I can see. Can't wait. It's only got 25 more days. Yeah. 25 more days on that. Yeah. So now I got so I got for my sheep and lions clothing, in which we already heard the reports and stuff, and so we don't know. We never know, and the reason we never know, check this out. This is the reason we never know right there. The reason we never know is because they always got us on this damn train, and they always just rolling us around like nothing. Here, hey, you fans go this way. Oh, you fans go here. Oh, you fans go there. And they always got us going here, there, everywhere. They got us all over the damn place all the damn time. All the time they got us going somewhere. And that's why we don't really know. But I digress. Or actually, did I digress? No, I didn't really digress. I just went back just a little bit. Tony Boswell, I see you up in there. He said, I'm listening and working. He said, salute to the Eagle Way of Boxing and the mods. He says, Don Dotter's in there, said, best body work wins. And then, okay, a lot of D is saluting him. Yep. Yeah, y'all salute Tony. Tony be coming in. He's dedicated, man. He be on that grind too. Yep. But he find a way to listen in. The cement truck must not be there yet, so yeah. So that cement truck come, then he got to leave. He got to leave the chat. Yeah. But for the sheep and lions clothing, so today it's gonna be little sausage arms, Lomachenko. That's our new, because of the reports. Now he could have saved himself from this, but he's our new today. That's our sheep and lions clothing today. Because instead of wanting to smoke like a king does, a king lion, instead of putting it, instead of like standing up, Tank makes an announcement. I'm going to move up 135. So now there should be no excuses. So now we should be able to get this thing going. But little sausage arm, the little pink dwarf with the sausage arms, decides that he wants to go down. Oh, now I'm gonna go down now. Okay, you supposed to be the Matrix. You supposed to be pound for pound. You supposed to be the next greatest. You could never be the greatest because there's only one greatest, and people don't understand this stuff. There's always going to be one greatest. The mold has already been broken for the greatest. The mold has already been broken for pound. Those are no discussions. They're not discussions in Eagle's way of boxing. There's not even a discussion for those things. But the little sausage arm midget is now going to campaign down rather than stay where he's at or campaign up. And that's not what you do. You either stay where you're at and you wait for that fire to come, that smoke. You're like, okay, well, good. So now I got my competition up here. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what a real person do. When your competition comes up and you the king, you're being proclaimed as the king, then you sit there and wait for it. You can't wait. A king can't wait for another king. Okay, I'm going to take over that kingdom too. Bring that kingdom to me. And I'm going to take over that kingdom. But no, a little sausage arm, pink dwarf, wants to move down and prove that he king somewhere else. How you going to go back down? Donna said, Loma, you know you done messed up. No, yeah, Loma, you know you done fucked up everything. Your whole status. And okay, this is the thing with the situation with this little sausage arm, little pink dwarf, is that, see, I would never been on him. See, I had never been on him. You see what I mean? I was not on him. And you guys know that I usually don't get on nobody. I usually don't get on fighters that much, like until that mouthpiece goes, right? Because you can't change. They called Muhammad Ali the Louisville lip and all those type of things, right? But that was his personality. That's what he did. But now all of a sudden you're going to come up and start some new stuff. Oh, now all of a sudden you a talker all of a sudden. Or and you're going to say, I must be the greatest. Oh, you haven't done great things. And you can't even be in that conversation for greatest or pound for pound because you're not going to accomplish what those two fighters accomplished. Pound for pound, the mold is already broken. He's known for the perfect punch. He's known for a one-punch knockout. He's known for being in position to shoot shots at all times. He's known for his defense. P for P was named after him. The only thing that's named after you right now, or that you're named after, is little pink dwarf with little sausage arms. And that's about it. That's all you get from me. No credit. I'm sorry. And I still keep hearing about this 396 amateur fights. I don't care. That's not in the professional ranks. You got 15. You're 14-1. Barely got 15. We're not going to be able to squeeze another 35 out of you so you can get at least in the conversation for somebody. But you'll never be in the conversation for me. You'll never be in that conversation because you're just a little pink dwarf. They're trying to call you Matrix, and somebody made a good point. I think it was either Don Dada or E. Wood the other day. They made a good point about their partner Whitaker was closer to the Matrix than this little pink dwarf is. Because this little pink dwarf, like I said, him and Manny, they do the same thing. They both kind of dwarfs, right? Manny's just a bigger dwarf. Manny's a bigger dwarf than this one is, right? So you got the Filipino dwarf, and then you got this little dwarf right here. They both dwarfs, but they just different sized dwarfs. And that's why everybody's so intrigued with that matchup. I wonder how these two dwarfs will do against each other. They're going to just end up headbutting each other and cutting each other, or either ramming. They're going to jump at the same time and knock both each other out. You imagine two dwarfs laying on the ground like that, both of them feet up in the air? Well, Manny's feet won't be up in the air because Manny's going to land face down with his ass up in the air. And the little dwarf is going to be up. They're going to look so funny. One of them, they look like a WWE wrestling match where one of them's arm is over the other one, right? Where the little one's, the smaller dwarf going to be laying on his back, and Manny's going to have his arm over his chest with Manny's face down, ass up. Because that's what's going to happen. They're going to just end up jumping into each other. The two little dwarfs. There used to be 7 of them, remember? Now we're down to 2. We're down to 2 dwarfs now. We used to have 7 of them. Now you got little sausage arms, but anyway, they replaced who. I don't know which ones they replaced, but you got little sausage arms right here, and then you got the other, the one with the extra swollen head. All right, Mike Hennigan, I see you up in here. Yeah. But yeah, you can't. You totally are gonna be that sheep. in lion's clothing. But now what? See, but what he has done is, see, if you're going to move down, like this little pink dwarf with the sausage arms, if you're going to move down, think about it. If you're going to move down and lose your lion costume in front of everybody, it's like you just shed your lion's costume in front of everybody. You can't just shed your, you know what I mean? How you going to sit there and just shed your costume? Because you're supposed to be putting on the front. But now everybody, that's just showing, everybody can see now. It's like, wait a minute, little sausage arm, the little pink dwarf, he wants to drop down. First he was asking for smoke. And all he's going to do is get those little sausage arms smoked. He's going to have smoked sausage arms on a little pink dwarf. Because what happened when Tank moved up there? Because first of all, that little sausage arm, he'll jump in and he's going to get caught with a couple of pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces, whatever. He's going to get caught jumping in. Yep. Little sausage arm, little pink dwarf coming up in here. And so that's my sheep and lion's clothing today. So he got a couple of, he gets nothing but roasted today. That's all he get. He don't get, there's no love for him today. 14-1. He gets absolutely no love. And like I said, he's making it worse for himself. Every move he makes, he's making it worse for himself in here, because I'm gonna get on him every time I get a chance. That little pink sausage arm dwarf is gonna get some from me, because now he done exposed himself. He done took off his lion's costume, and now you see what he is. You see what he is now. Once he done took that lion's costume off, now he's just like a little dwarf, little pink dwarf. Look at the picture. I gotta stop. I gotta turn it off. I can't keep looking at it. Yeah. But we here finally. I put the camera on today. I don't know if you guys could even see me at all, but I put the camera on today, and hopefully that nothing bad happens to us. But yeah, I put the camera on so people think I'm not a real person or something like that. It's me, Eagles Web. I got all my native stuff on, all my regalia, got my hair tied up and all that, so yeah. So but wait, hold on, man. I can't concentrate. I'm supposed to be doing a chat, man. I can't even I don't know. I'm glad these pictures, all these little faces are showing up like small right now, so that's pretty cool. I can't see, because sometimes those pictures are real animated when I see everybody crying. Mike Hennigan, he said, Eagle Webb, he said, you're a wild dude. Edward Johnson, we go up to Edward Johnson. I missed that. Okay, Mike Hennigan get the fist pound, and then Edward Johnson says, here's the cowardly lion from the Wizard of Oz. Yeah, that's it. That's exactly what it is. Let me go. Let me go back. So when you and he was and then you see that when you watch that show, right? And you realize, that he did have a lot of weakness about himself. Until they had hyped him up. They hyped him up at one point, and they had him going, and that's exactly what they're doing with this little pink dwarf, is that they hyping him up, they had him going and stuff. They had him going with the yeah, you could do it, Loma, you could do it, you a sensation, you a sensation and stuff. He said, well, I'm only a $126, $130, $135. He said, yeah, but that doesn't matter. You're just as great. You're greater than Muhammad Ali. You're better than Sugar Ray Robinson. You are. And then they hyped him up, and they got this little pink dwarf with the little sausage arm. They got him thinking that, I am. Yeah, I am. In his cowardly lion voice on the inside, because on the inside he was he's not really thinking that. Yeah. He's just not about that. He's not about that. people that he should beat or whatever. How many times he been dropped a few times, got beat up once at least, and now he's starting to feel punches. So I don't know. I guess I can't blame him. I guess I would throw off my Lions costume also. Yeah, you should throw it off though. You got to throw it off, Loma. You got to show us something, baby. You got to show us something. Because what you showing, man, is not... Your colors ain't coordinating the right way, man. The way you showing, man. You was showing us that lion status, man. And to find out that the lion status that you was showing us, it wasn't because you was a lion. It was because you was lying. And they lied on you, man. So the exposure, here we are. We in September right now, 2019. And so now we're going to start see. Remember I told you guys, I'm not a fortune teller because that's black magic stuff. But I know this fortunes, right? I'm telling you, I know what's going on because you got to watch the ins and outs, and you just got to like sit back. Like I told you, don't put yourself on that platter and get served, man. Don't let these people serve you. Put yourself on the side like a little bit, like, okay, there's the dish right there. That's the main dish. Let that stuff cook a little bit. You know what I mean? Don't throw yourself out there all committed like that. Because you see what happened. Same thing happened with Keefe. Give me that name, E. Wood or Don. Y'all give me the name. What's Keefe's name? They got so many good names for him though. What was the last one? The last one was what time zone? What time zone Keefe? Yeah, what time zone is he at? What time zone he got? Yeah, Keefe. So, like I said, everybody put everything on the plate and they bake. They sat there and they baked with Keefe, right? They sat there and baked in the oven with him. And so you sitting there baking with him because you all happy and stuff. And so what happened? Once you baked with him, what happened to it? He showed. I see Christopher Jornay out there. Yeah. Even Streamlabs came in here and threw a three-piece at somebody. 3 times a combo. I don't know who he messing with. If he messing with one of y'all let me know because I changed all my settings. He shouldn't be bothering nobody. But that's what I was saying before. Don't ever just ride with these fighters. Don't just ride like all the way. Throw all your, So it's not even safe with Deontay. It's not safe to ride like 100%. And when I say that, I'm not saying don't back our champ 100%. But what I'm saying, have some reserve. You know what I mean? Have some reserve to know that things happen sometime. Keith came in there all new and shit, right? And then Manny just, stepped into him, body shot up to the top, feet off balance, went down on his back, game plan out the door. Shawn came in and just was like a new person. And I'm tired of all these master disguisey ass fighters. Because that's what they are. They little master disguisey ass fighters coming in here and they changing up stuff. They changing up all the narratives and stuff, and they just changing up everything. You know what I mean? You can't do that when somebody's getting used to you. Because I'm riding with you. That's like you riding with one of your boys and stuff. You on the block, right? You riding with your boys like, oh, okay, yeah. What else? We got different clans and stuff. We got different native clans and stuff. And so you going to go ride on somebody. I see you, Sir Flame. I see your boxing conversation with Reggie Owens. Salute to both of y'all. So you riding with your boys and stuff, and so you considered the Hammer on one side, right? Hammer always ride in the back in the first place. You got a Hammer on one side, and you got Hatchet Eagle on the other side. And so you get out, okay, it's 5 of you. And it's like 6 of them, but you already know you and Hatchet Eagle got at least 2 of them. Y'all gonna take, Hatchet Hawk. Y'all gonna take out a couple of them. So Hammer and Hatchet Hawk come out, and Hammer is doing his job. Hammer put one down and one is out, and now he going for another one, and the other 3 is just handling their own. And now Hatchet Hawk then put a dress on. He trying some old new stuff. He out there swinging and slapping and stuff, and he gets KO'd. And so now the odds, now it's 4-3 now, because he's out. One of their boys is out now. It's 4-3. And so now Hammerhawk got to put in, I mean, not Hammerhawk, but Hammer got to put in more work. See? Because somebody done changed up. Said, damn, man, you can't even go back. You end up winning, but you going back and one of your main boys has been KO'd and you got to stretch him out. Now somebody got to ride B style in the front. You know what I'm saying? Or if you're in the truck, just throw his ass in the back. That's what you do. You're going to throw his ass in the back because he had no business getting taken out like that. And that's exactly what's happening in this boxing. Same thing is happening in this boxing. Is that you'll have some fighters that decide that they want to all of a sudden, not even mid-career, damn near the end of their career. You know what I'm saying? You at the 75%, you got 25% of your career left. And now you changing up and doing new stuff. So in other words, somebody didn't spot what you was doing wrong after 50% of your career was over with. They're going to wait till the last 25% of your career, you see, and now all of a sudden now we're going to try to switch stuff up. It's not a good look. That's what I'm saying. So don't throw yourself out there with these fighters. Don't throw yourself out there like 100% with them. You know what I mean? Because I know a lot of people who's riding with Loma, and now look what the little dwarf done did. This little pink dwarf with the sausage arms then changed up everything too. Now you're gonna just all of a sudden disappear. You want to smoke, now you're gonna get smoked, but you're gonna drop down. I think I'm gonna drop down now. Huh? What happened to? Like I said, I always quote Errol Spence. It's like, what happened to the energy? He said, keep that same energy. Right? You supposed to be this. You supposed to be that. You the X factor. And now you gonna drop down. Like you ain't the X factor no more. Little pink dwarf. You're on my nerves, man. Already. The little pink dwarf with the little sausage arms. Look how fast I am. I'm jumping in, jumping out. That would be a funny fight, man. If that happened, like I said it was, if him and the other dwarf, him and Manny Dwarf fought at like 140 or something like that, and they both tried that same little, quick, jab move and jumped in at the same time and cracked heads, and one of them fell on the face and one of them fell backwards. That shit would be hilarious, man. That'd be a straight up spoof right there. That shit would be hilarious if that shit had ever happened like that. That shit would be completely hilarious. I'd die more than once watching that shit. Yeah. But speaking of the second dwarf, the little Filipino dwarf, speaking to him. All right, Sir Flame. I see. Did I miss you? Oh, you didn't hear me. I saluted you, sir. Yeah, I saluted you. Yeah, Mike Hennigan, you right. Little pity pat punches, but at the same time, with those little pity pat punches, he's starting to feel other people's power now. Come on now, he fought Luke Campbell, man. That's like a Welsh or a Liam or a Smith or a Glenn or something like that he lost to. You know what I mean? That's just a tall leprechaun. That's all. He's just a tall leprechaun with no magic. Luke, he sound like he come from somewhere where there's leprechauns or something like that. Oh, okay, Sir Flame. Oh, you saw me over in. Oh, that's right. I think I chatted with you a little bit over in Fernand's. He said Eagle Web. He said you had me dying with that dwarf boxer in Fernand's chat. Yeah, that little dwarf, man. Because the thing is, man, like I told you guys, man, before, man, is you give all these fighters, you giving them too much respect for what they do. They taking our money and they supposed to be fighting, right? I don't know about you, man, but I can't have somebody just taking my money and you supposed to fight and you taking my money. Oh, hell no. You ain't gonna just take my money like that and not fight. I'm not gonna keep you the sponsor. Don't you realize that you're the front end money? You are the sponsor. Before anybody sponsors them, before even a commercial sponsors them, once you put that loot up, that you're already the sponsor. You are front end money, getting all happy. Oh, such and such made X amount of money. Well, guess what, dummy? You sponsored them. And then and then the fight don't even end up being worth it. Joshua's supposed to be getting X amount of money, right? He's supposed to be getting so much money. And that's how he ends up with all these damn names like Pup Pup and I'm enjoying everything, ass juice and everything else, because everybody realizes that what? That he was a fraud. And I had already been saying he was a fraud. He's a straight up fraud. He's been fraudulent. He's just a made up champion, man. Just because you put muscles on and you put a title on somebody, that don't make him a champ, man. And you see how I had that up there earlier. Let me go back to it. Because even though we got little sausage arm down here, we got the little pink dwarf with the sausage arms, right? So we got him down there. Now guess what? Guess who else is in that category? AJ's still in that category too. He's a sheep with lion's clothing on. But guess what? Both of them been exposed. Because one of them just took the lion's clothing off, which is the little sausage arm dwarf. He took it off, right? Oh, I'm just going to take this lion's uniform off, the lion costume off. But guess what? The other one, Joshua got his knocked off, right? So he got his lion's costume knocked off. So AJ got his costume knocked off, and then Loma, well, if this is true, but then again, I like, since he started running his mouth in the first place, then I like frying him anyway, so it don't matter. I'm still gonna fry him in it anyway. So it don't matter. He still, I got the oven. The oven's already on, so your ass getting baked too. Because the rumor should have never came out. You should have made sure that after the fight that you said something to make us think that you wasn't lying. And that's where this goes though. After fights, see, and you guys stop letting them get away with this. After fights, open up your mouth. If you a big bad wolf, open up your mouth. After the fight, open your damn mouth up and say who you want. Don't just say anybody. Specifically, who do you want next? What your boy Peter say? Neck. Who next? Who next? And that's what. So if we don't hear the Sam Peter after a fight, then we gotta move a little bit to the side, right? Is that an agreement with everybody? If we don't hear these fighters Sam Peter and people afterward, that's the new phrase in Eagles Web, and say, what did he do about that Sam Peter? So if you don't Sam Peter after the fight, then we gotta slide slide you to the side just a little bit. We still got your back, because we're not gonna go all the way down to where we just don't back you. We still back you, but we gotta slide you over because you didn't Sam Peter that dude after the fight. To where, who neck? Who neck? Who neck? Yeah, who neck? So if you don't Sam Peter him, then hey, we got to slide you over. We're gonna start sliding you over if you could, yeah, because you got to get that, you got to Sam Peter him, and we're gonna slide your ass over, because we're not gonna keep doing this as fans. We can't keep doing this because we are the bank. We the front. Hey, we the front money on this. You know what I mean? We the up front. We the gate. So if we the gatekeepers, really, right? Because we the gate. Yep. So we the gate. But so with the Filipino dwarf, so here it is with the Filipino dwarf. I see you down there, Jay Cooley. What's up now? Salute. Y'all smash my like button, man. Because I go to save this out, man, and find out I got 10 dislikes, and I know who's in here. I remember every last one. I see you, Mike Hunnigan. I see you, Sir Flame. All y'all. I'm going to blast all y'all out, man. I'm going to have a Eagles Web chat participation roasted. Roast everybody who came up in here. At least nobody, you guys didn't let nobody in. I guess my title was not, it wasn't really set up to attract a bunch of trolls today. Let me go in here and see what's going on. I've been out of there for a while. Let me get back in here so then I can get on this last thing. And I'm going to tell you guys why I have this last thing up, okay? Once in a second here. Oh, here we go. So boxing, okay, hey. Y'all way down there. Okay, so Sir Flame. Okay, so y'all shouting everybody out right there, and then Boxing Conversation shouting out, and then Sir Flame is at Eagles Web. He said, you had me dying with. Okay, yeah, I got that. Mike Hennigan, he says facts. And Luke exposed him with those body shots. Yep, he should have been able to take those body shots. E. Wood just got home, and he's saluting out to Mike, and then Mike Hennigan is crying. And then he said, who neck? And then Sir Flames shouting out, and then E. Wood, Nigerian Nightmare. Yep. Jay Cooley, yeah, I saluted him. Edward Johnson, yep, I read that. So I'm all caught up. Okay, Jay Cooley again. Laugh out loud. And then E. Wood crying again. E. Wood always in here crying. He said, no stream labs. Okay, so Sir Flames back. Said, always hit that like button. Even if I miss it, I still hit it. Okay. Yeah, so you might have to hit it a couple of times in order for you to hit it. What do you think about the lower fight? Yeah, I covered the lower fight, man. You wasn't here? Yeah. Okay, don't worry. I'll go. I got time. I'll go into it a little bit, but I just want to tell you guys why I have this up right here. Why I got the Joshua Clottey up. Now this is outside of boxing, okay? So I don't want nobody to get offended by it or take it any certain way, okay? So don't get offended by it. I'm not gonna say anything offensive, but you may not get it. You may not get what I got, what I'm about to teach, or what I'm about to talk about. I had a feeling way back, and it was 2000. I believe it was 2010. That was a long time ago. So 2010. When Manny fought Joshua Clottey. It was somewhere around there. It was like the early part of 10, 11, 12, somewhere around there is when they fought. So don't be a stickler for, oh, yeah, he don't even know the date. I gives a damn about the date. I know that they fought, okay? So if you that petty, just get out. Get on before you get spit on. Get your ass get your ass out the Eagles Web. It ain't sticky right now, so just get your ass out. But anyway, the reason is that Joshua Clottey had said something in an interview, and now I'm just going off of what I seen, but I didn't catch the source. And he was saying how much did he said he wasn't able to fight against Manny Pacquiao, and that always stuck in my mind. I'm like, why in the hell is he not able to fight Manny Pacquiao? But then something, spirit came to me. And I'm Native American, damn it, so sometimes you got to hear my spirit talk. And the spirit actually told me something about Joshua Clottey, likes Joshua Clottey. And there was a protection that was put on Joshua Clottey during that fight. Whether you believe it or not. Say, oh shit, he's talking about spooky ghost type stuff. Okay, so if you look at the pictures that I have up, now Joshua Clottey said he wasn't able to fight, and everybody knows that in that fight he didn't throw any punches. And if you see that one picture that I have up there, that he's actually being punched by Manny, and Manny supposedly had put so much hands on him that. But if you look at the fight, after the fight, who had the bruises? See, and now Joshua Clottey, is what I read today, is that he said he wants to fight again. And that kind of makes sense. And he's making lion moves because he said, I'll fight him for free. See, and that's telling me something. That's telling me that whatever happened back when they fought, there has to be something that's truthful about that. And I would like to see them fight. To be honest, a lot of people might know, oh, he's ducking and this and that. No, I want to see them fight just for my own self. If you want to call it selfish or whatever reasons you might want to call it, that I want to see them fight. And that's all I'm gonna have. That's all I'm gonna talk about on that because time. It's just time. You guys get in here. He would be traveling all over the place. Be rushing home so he can get home, so he can get in here, so he can start crying. And then once him and Don Dada starts crying, and then now they have a new person. Then now they got Mike. They got Mike Hennigan, this teaming up with him. And every time I say something, I gotta look over there at the chat, and I'm like, what the hell they? I mean, and then when I see that many faces crying, I mean, like they dying over there. Yeah. But yeah, even with y'all, man, which one of y'all neck? Which one of y'all neck with the eagle webs? With the eagle's web? Who neck? Yeah. Let me catch up with you guys a little bit. Okay, yeah, that's what it was. Okay, what you think about the lower fight? Okay, so Me Too Flame, E Wood. Okay, so Don Dada said like, hit that thumbs up, subscribe. He said because when he's spitting on there, he shared on all your platforms. He said hit that bell icon for Eagles Web Boxing. And he got his little director's cut thing up there, like take whatever, like whatever day we doing this, we take 1, we take 2, we take 3, and he peace out on the Eagles Web Boxing. There we go. And then I got my main event markup in there, and he's saying hit that like button when you come in, like a doorbell. God, he said hit that like a doorbell. Who neck? Who neck, Mike? One of y'all neck? One of y'all want me neck? Come get me, man. Yeah. Okay, Sir Flame, I didn't get what you said, sir, on that one. You said I should do a chat on just that. I like soaking up others' views on things. Oh, and yes, you're talking about what I was talking about on Cloudy. That's because I don't have a Patreon or something. I might do a video or something like that, because then they can just cut it off. You know what I mean? Because the chat, they want boxing. Oh, we want boxing up in here. Yeah. Yeah. Christopher Jornet, he said the triple crybaby's coming to a city near you. And he said they got tears in his eyes. Okay, I'm all cut up with y'all, man. I mean, caught up. I'm saying I'm cut up. Yeah, I am cut up with y'all, man. Y'all funny as hell, man. So, yeah. So because the thing is, see, I got, for some reason, people don't like they don't understand my personality or something like that, or I'm just not as. Because I don't just be gruff or something. I'm like, oh, shit this and shit that. And this motherfucker here. I mean, I could do that, but why am I waste my breath on that, man? I think I have a natural humor anyway. This is the way I usually, when I mess around, I mess around. You know, I'm naturally humorous, man. People that meet me, they love me, man. Well, they can't keep their damn hands off me, because a lot of times I'm dressed. It's just the way I'm dressed sometimes. And I'll visit a certain city, like I'll go out of state and visit a city or something, and I'll get into some type of environment, and then all of a sudden, girls' hands and stuff is all over me, or people just touching me. I'm like, stop touching me. I'm like, oh, what is this and what's that? And it's like, wow. So was I right about that, Sir Flame? Is that what you was talking about? Like if the subject I was just talking about? Because you didn't say nothing right now. Yeah. Cause I'll do it, man. If you guys want it, man. If you guys want it, you know, we can do it one time, man. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's what he's talking about. He's talking about the whole Cloudy thing, because I cut it short, and I think he wanted me to talk about it, but okay. Okay, Christopher Jornet, he said he understand. He said Eagles Web. He said I understand you very well spiritually. Yep. Or spirituality. See, a lot of people, they just don't. He said smoked sausages aren't midget. He said you can't. This is E Wood. See, I told you, man. If I can't, it's hard for me to see. That's why, and see, that's why my chat ends up rolling up, man. I'm sorry, and. If I missed any of y'all, I can't. I mean, I apologize. I apologize from the depth, you know, because Don Dada and E Wood, once they start going. I mean, I started it. Okay, I started it. Yeah, I started it. Okay, but then they'll start, and they'll keep like writing comments over and over again. They won't let it die out. They won't let it. It can't die out. It just like, you know how you have a flashback? They have a flashback. And so once they have that flashback, they just bring it up again. You see what, I can't even finish reading what he said. Okay, let me go back to it again. He said smoked sausages aren't midget. He said you can't not laugh at that. and he's already dying again. And then okay, so Lucky Charms and she, yeah, yeah, yeah. The luck, all of them, man, all of them get some kind of title. Yeah, Lucky, cause Lucky Charms Luke, you know he don't got no kind of body on him, no kind of power, nothing like that. And then if he's hurting the little sausage arm midget, the little sausage arm pink dwarf, if he's hurting him, man, then then he can't be anything other than a sheep in lion's clothing. And then he just shed the clothing like nothing. Oh, I'm just gonna shed the clothing. Why you gonna shed the clothing, man? You had people, you could have still had some people food. Okay, Sir Flame. Okay, he's with that E Wood. See, I told you, E Wood. See, most conversations with E Wood, because E Wood is out of his damn mind. And then E Wood back and he said, "Oh, my bad, Eagle. Yeah, you're bad. Asante." He said, "If you do a live on your beliefs, hit me up ahead of time, okay? I like to check it out. Yeah, I'll probably do it. Maybe I'll do it on the weekend, or I'll just do a special show, and this won't even put no kind of title up for boxing, or I might do it on my. I have to get this OBS system on my iPad, because my iPad is connected with my other channel, and it's always slow. It doesn't stream the right way. So yeah. So I may just have to end up doing it here and just get the thumbs down or whatever. Or he ain't even talking about no boxing or nothing like that. And crying and shit. Always got to be some kind of crybaby or something. It's I don't know. People get spoiled. They start crying and everything else. It's like, I didn't ask you to come see me. The people that I want to smash the like button, the people that I want to, join Eagles Wear Boxing is the ones that actually got something out of what I was saying. If you're not getting anything, I don't care. Then I can keep my small amount of people until I get ones that actually like, okay, I can roll with him. I like his insight. I like what he brings to the boxing community with his chat. Okay, then you can subscribe. Then you can hit the like. I mean, hit the like any damn way, or the down, whatever. That shows participation. You participated in the chat. But other than that, then hit that bell icon with those little brackets around there, and it'll tell you that you're gonna be alerted. When I come on. Then bring your ass on. Come on, who? Be neck. Be the neck one in Eagles Wear Boxing. Be neck. Come on in. All right, main event. We'll see you next time. He said he got to head out to get his son from soccer practice. Said catch y'all later, fam. Yeah. And Edward Johnson in here crying. Okay. See, I told you, Edward, when I was telling you the truth, man. See, I don't be playing, man. I was telling you the truth, man. I told you, man, that E Wood, because I haven't heard from Don Dot in the second now. So E Wood will keep stuff going. He went home. He just got home. He didn't open up the refrigerator. I don't know what he cracked. I don't know if he cracked the beer open or if he just got some juice out of there in the sandwich or something or whatever. But he just sit back, relax, and get on the keyboard or whatever, and then he's gonna have you dying laughing. You know what I mean? Besides me, but it's not who got who. Yeah, you can't have neck if you ain't chick. If you chicken, you can't have who neck. Don Dot in there, he laughed. Don Dot put the chicken up there. Chris Jonay, okay. All right, Maine still here for a second. Yeah, see, it's hard to leave the web, man. Those my web watchers right there. It's hard to leave the web sometime, man. Or they try to hold me up, man. They try to make the web go. Cause remember, I just told y'all this was gonna be an extra short show, and look what happened. See, but I'm actually in between a huge city and a small town. So the small town has everything like right. All I have to do is get in my car or my truck and drive around the corner. I got to drive like 2 minutes. I'm at the bank. I drive 4 minutes. I'm at the store. Same thing. 2 minutes, or just walk a little ways. I'm at the cleaners. A minute. I'm at the gas station. So it's all cool because I'm right on the very outside of the city. Made the big. So he said he's gonna listen until he lose signal. Okay, he'd be listening in. That's all good. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, listen in. It don't matter what kind of device you're on. Just listen in to Eagles Way of Boxing. Yeah. Christopher Jornay, he said Eagles Way. He said, I want to learn that original Hebrew. He said, please teach me. Yeah. I don't know. I may do something. I may do something on that, but that's a I don't know. It's kind of a touchy. That's a kind of a touchy subject, and but it's actually easy too though. It's easy, but at the same time, it's one of those subjects that I don't really. I try to stay away from in these type of forums. No matter if I meet somebody, but we'll discuss it. We'll see. We'll see. Everybody needs to have their original language, man, because this language here does not. This language that you speak, this English, is not as colorful. It's actually, it's the opposite of colorful. It's actually gray. Yeah. So this is a gray language. This is not, this is not the. And I know a lot of people, they speak different types of what they call Hebrew, like the original Hebrew, but our language is a form of it's Paleo Hebrew if you check it out, and that's some of the tribes, but there's more to it than that, because within my tribes, on my dad's side, they're responsible for the writing of the United States Constitution, and that's not going to be taught. Nobody's going to teach nothing like that, because they just don't. They don't teach you that. Or you do have to go to an institution of higher learning to get that. But then again, who wrote a lot of those books and stuff? So they, like I said, they still hide, and they still going to keep stuff away from us. I know people don't like to hear that. Once they hear something outside of boxing, shoot, chat disappears quick. I'm out of there. See, that's why I get tired about Eagles Way. He'll start talking about that spiritual stuff. Start talking about his family, or he starts talking about that freaking native stuff, man. And then that's it. Yeah. But we'll do something. I just have to. There's certain things I have to do before I even consider that. Things I have to do within, because I'm not that kind of a teacher. I'm not the kind of teacher like some people. Teachers are prophetic, and anybody who calls, they're right there. And it's not like I don't accept your offer like that, but it's I have to do something my own self spiritually in order to have to be blessed, in order to do certain things, So I have to go through a whole ceremony my own self. Yeah. Because it's actually more of a one-on-one thing. It's not something that you send out and start teaching online, like start writing or start verbalizing online. It's not something like that. It's something like face to face, because the real language is spoken. And what is spoken by sight also is spoken by touch, and is spoken by sight. Nobody teaches you that your language is spoken by sight and it's spoken by touch also. Because you have those that didn't hear, and you had those that didn't see. And so when you speak your language, you have to speak your language in different forms so everybody gets the information. Dishi Nikwa Ni Taupo Echa Nakai and the Milkai. Oh, yeah, she's a son of Moka. Hiwa, Hasheke. Kwana Namu Echi. So, you guys will, the ones that receive anything from me if I speak my language, if you receive anything from that, then that's for you. That's not for somebody else. That's because you're connected. That's just a big thing, and some people don't get it because they're like, oh, well, no, there's nothing like that exists, because man always tells them everything that exists, And once you become um, in, enveloped in your own scholarship, then that's when you lose. Because man's scholarship is not knowledge to the one who created everything that exists. It's not scholarship to him. It's foolishness to him, but it's scholarship to you. You see? And a lot of people they just don't get it. And like I said, I don't, it gets, even with that small amount of words that I use, see, I don't sound like a professor or nothing like that, right? But just hearing those small things that come from me, you're like, wow, I didn't get that. I never heard that or something. See? You just don't get it like that, right? Edward Johnson said, I listen and watch you, KQKC, and a few others I can catch on my locations while I'm at working. Okay. Well, I told you, man, catch me anytime, man. Catch me when you can sit down and or when you can't sit down. I got to catch us the same way. Sometimes I'm driving. Same way I got to catch us. Sir Flame said I was learning, Swahili for a while. Okay, and started Arabic. All right. And E Woods in there said, remember the video when Loma was criticizing Mikey Garcia on his victory over some guy, but he never wanted no smoke with Mikey though. Yeah, see I told you, man, that little sausage arm pink dwarf, man, is just, he's something else, man. He's a fraud, man. He goes on my fraud files, man. My little thing I got there, my sheep in lion's clothing. Him and Joshua, they like, see, the poster boy for the big one is Joshua, and Tyson right behind him, and then the poster boy for the lighter weights right now is Loma. You could think there's actually some more that can actually go there, because Leo could be there too. I'm not gonna go there, but Leo can have his ass there too. Yep. Okay, let me catch up with y'all. So Christopher Jornet, he says, I understand that. And then E. Wilson says, that's deep, Eagle. And then Mike Hennigan, he said, damn, that was hip. Christopher Jornet said, that just made me start crying. And then Sir Flame, I said, I fired up the wood and just listening got in that zone. Okay, all right. Bro, I'm still lost for words. That was way too deep. And that's Mike Hennigan. And then Christopher Janae said, he said, Shalom, Eagle Win. Shalom, also Christopher Janae, Koine Eka, Babu Ishine Eka, Wahadne, Ichi, Chotokwa. Hawa, Heshi, Aka, Hechi, Nanimekwa, Tawa shall need. Hiwa, Iya, Wakaye, Henamaya, Ata, Ochiki. Mike Hennigan and Christopher Janae. He said, I feel you, fam. And then we got Edward Johnson back there. He said they teach us that it's foolish because they are afraid of us coming together. Yeah, that's the whole thing. No? See, and part of my reason to even be here, so I tell you, I couldn't hide it anyway, right? As you notice, I didn't hide it. No matter what oh, okay. Oh, you was looking at my family yesterday. Her daughter said he went to go see my family yesterday. He said, well, I went to go check out Two Moons. Yeah, that's my family there. Yeah, as you can see, I'm not much of a person that I can't hide. Like I'm pretty vibrant sometimes and animated sometimes, and then there's certain things that I'm very passionate about. And that's my spirituality about things. A lot of people won't understand that, and I may end up ridiculed for a lot of things or whatever, but it doesn't bother me none, because you guys want to hear from me, so that's all I care about. Because there's not one good man that I can find anyway, so I'm also find a couple of decent people, or people that's willing to learn, because you're not going to find a good person. You're not going to find a good man. And the reason being is because of the humbleness of man. Man is not humble enough to be good, right? And I'm not meaning that, words that people say, because curse words are just words that are made up. They could mean what you want them to mean. As you can see, you can change words, but the original words you couldn't change. The original words were the original words. They meant what they say. It might be a small word. It might be a word like daya. Might be a small word, which that means the whole kingdom. It means the whole. That's the whole spirit realm of meaning the truth that came from he that made everything, and it's just a small word. See. And you can't break that down with another word, so it can't be translated. It can only be transliterated, or it could be turned into like a whole meaning. You can say, "Oh, this means that," because we don't have words for it. You see, but with this language you use, they have a lot of words that you should not have, and that's what makes man not being humble. This language makes you not be humble because of words like if, should, could, would. That keeps you from being humble right there. Just having certain words within your, the whole parameter of your language. See. Okay, let me go back here. Okay, so Don, I read that. He's checking out my family, make sure my family existed. No, I'm just kidding. All facts, Edward Johnson, and then Edward Johnson back in. He said, "That's beautiful speaking, fam." And then E. Woodson said, "Yo, that's love when you speak in native tongue." It just hit me hard that second time. Now I can't read, man. Y'all making me choke up, man. Then Mike Hennigan said, "I found a lot of good brothers when I was in prison. Real good dudes." I'm not saying it like that, though, Mike Hennigan. See, our good is different. Excuse me on this damn. Yeah, that happens. My phone always ends up, blowing up. Yeah, yeah. I'm not saying you can't find people that are good. Yeah, most of the people a lot of the people, if that's in prison, the majority of them is in prison. And I guarantee a woman had something to do with it, either directly or indirectly. And that's a whole nother subject. But a lot of good people end up in prison for doing what they think is the right thing sometimes. So believe me, I'm not proud, but even I got a lot of devastation in my has been done, even outside of this, the things of the past that the warriors had to do. There's a lot of things that was done in my family that a lot. So I understand that, because there's a lot of stuff that was done. I'll just leave it like that. Before it's good, it's just not good for us. It's good for the Creator. It's not our good. What we see, because I see a lot of good even in this chat. Even I'm not even talking to you guys. Like you're in a sense to where you actually can respond back to me, but I'm talking to you in a way where, and I could I'm reading responses, and just from reading those responses, I can tell what kind of people I'm dealing with. Yeah. But on top of that, if somebody ever want to hit that's my PayPal. I'm gonna put up my other thing, my Cash App or whatever like that. So if anybody ever want to hit that up and send $1 or $2 to send support, because I need new stuff. Yeah, and I don't do a lot, but if it's in your heart, you guys feel free. But with that, nice discussion today, and I'm glad I got to roast the little pink dwarf with the sausage arms. I'm finally got to roast him a little bit, and we stayed here, and Sir Flame was with us. My brother Sir Flame was with us, and we didn't just blow up. Streamlabs came in, threw a little bit of hands, but that was it. He didn't do too much. Hey, but all y'all that come in, man, I appreciate you guys. Every last one of you. Every last one of y'all is appreciated. Come in, smash that like. Let people know about Eagles Web, man. people that, people that you love, people that you think will get something out of what I say, and won't think that I'm too boring or whatever like that, and I ain't got no personality or whatever like that. But hey, I think I got personality. But anyway, my shout out to the LDBC, and my shout out to all y'all that mess with me. And tell another one, peace.